Hi, I'm Archie Burton Smith, the writer and director of The Longest Night. Before we begin this episode, I'd like to first talk about a few things. First, the featured cause of this episode is the Unison Benevolent Fund, a fund that provides counseling and mental health services, as well as income support, to Canadian musicians and musical artists. During lockdown, I found myself and those close to me listening to a lot more Canadian bands and musicians, and found that their music helped us get through an incredibly trying time. Unfortunately, the very people who make so much of the art that we consume are vulnerable to the same mental health crises that we are. The Unison Benevolent Fund works to help our musical artists and creators get the mental health services they need, and works to help the people who have helped so many of us. Additionally, following COVID-19, the fund is working to provide income support to the many performing and touring artists who have been left without any form of income during the lockdown. Through a toll-free hotline, income support, insurance, and various counseling programs, the Unison Benevolent Fund helps artists to continue to create when we need them most. Next, a content warning. The Longest Night is a show that deals with dark subject matter and potentially distressing themes. Episode 7 contains violence, coarse language, frightening scenes, and discussions of mental illness. Finally, I'd like to plug Basset, the incredible Toronto band that provided the end credit songs to Episode 1 and the episode you're about to hear. Basset is an all-acoustic band that draws from folk traditions to create music that sounds both timeless and incredibly fresh. Their music has been a big influence on a lot of my writing, and this entire show was written while I listened to their catalog. Their music is diverse and dramatic, heartfelt and exciting, and I can't encourage you enough to listen to them. You can find their work on Spotify and Apple Music. Give them a listen. You'll be happy you did. Now, without further ado, I'm pleased to present the finale of The Longest Night. It's been amazing taking this journey with you, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
UC Follies presents The Longest Night, a radio play by Archie Burton Smith. Episode 7, My Friend in the Basement. Chapter 13, Honey, I'm Home. Mum, did Andrew behave weirdly at all the weeks leading up to the murders?
Honey, you know I don't like talking about this kind of thing.
I'm curious, though. Did he do anything strange? Any odd behavior?
You really want to talk about this?
Yes.
Well, before he spent a lot of time in the basement. He'd always hung out down there, but in the week before everything happened, he'd spend prolonged amounts of time down there.
What would he do?
Talk.
Talk?
Yeah, he'd record himself. Like he was a detective. He'd have one-sided conversations and record himself. Then he'd record dead air.
Dead air?
He'd just hold it up and record. I don't know what he thought he was doing. Probably was just part of being so fucked up that he killed his whole family. I'm sorry. Can we talk about something else?
Sure, Mum. I made that call standing outside of the house. The cab driver dropped me off there in the middle of the night without any questions. It was nice, honestly. Just being alone with my thoughts as I rode towards what might be with my final resting place. I gave him $100 and sent him on his way. Far more than the fare, but money didn't mean much to me anymore. Nothing did. All that mattered was getting to the end of this story and going back into that house. I walked up to the front door and pulled the handle, expecting it to be locked. It wasn't. Whatever had locked it and tried to trap me inside must have unlocked it in the hopes I'd come back. I guess I lived up to its expectations. My first time seeing the house, I was uncomfortable. But this time, I was terrified. I knew that whatever was in there was evil. That it had taken my family away from me and killed Hargrave and was likely going to try and kill me. But I had to go inside. I had to. The compulsive desire to see this through, to end this, drove me to step back into the rotting farmhouse one more time. I took a deep breath, and I stepped inside. I walked through the foyer into the dining room where I'd set up the tape player when I first arrived. I figured if I had dropped the Andrew tape, it would be in here somewhere. I found more than just that in the dining room. Sitting there was a cassette player, set up with a tape in it. Andrew, friend, 1980. I should have run out then and there, but I had to know what was on it. And honestly, I was just curious overall. I figured whoever had set this tape player was the same one who organized the black box. They had put this story together and wanted me to hear it. At this point, I figured I could humor them. I sat down at the table, put on the headphones, and pressed play. A warning. This tape is rather disturbing, and not for the faint of heart. But you've already made it this far with me. It would be a shame not to hear the end. Good luck.
Hello? Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
Hello, Andrew. I'm here.
How are you?
You didn't come here to talk about me, did you, Andrew?
No.
What's wrong, Andrew?
It's nothing.
Doesn't seem like nothing. Come on. You can talk to me.
It's just... I'm sick of my father. He's always bossing me around. Do this, don't do that. He just assumes because Greg and Kit are gone that I'm gonna be the one to run this place.
Run this place?
The farm. He thinks I'm never gonna move away and that he'll just have me here forever. He's decided my whole future for me.
That doesn't seem fair. Have you told him how you feel about this?
I have, but he just digs in his heels. He says I don't know what a good thing I have going here. He's stubborn.
So I've heard.
You've heard? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing really, just... Your father doesn't listen much to others. Once he sets his mind on something, he does it. Like with this house.
This house?
A friend of your father's once begged him not to buy this place. Said it was too cut off. No place to raise a family. And you know what your father did?
What?
He waited for his friend to die, then bought the house anyway.
Jesus. Old man doesn't listen to anyone, does he?
Doesn't seem like it. Not Hargrave. Not your mother.
My mother?
No matter how much she begs him, he keeps her on those pills. Says they're for her health, but seems like he's just keeping her there.
Keeping us all there. His happy little family trapped with him.
Not Kit.
Yeah, she got out. Until now. Now she's staying with us. And Dad treats her like she's visiting royalty.
Kit always did think she was better than everyone.
The way she bosses everyone around. I'm Kit. I'm so pretty.
And so rude to you.
I wouldn't go that far.
She thinks you ruined her wedding.
What?
She said she was pretty certain that you invited Fitz to mess up her wedding.
How could she say that? I would never.
And yet she still said it. Most unkind.
That's enough.
Greg, too.
What?
On that show of his. Always cracking wise. Insulting you.
He wouldn't.
Have you met Greg? Everything's a joke to him. Even his brother.
He's an asshole. But Dad let him leave too.
All of them. In the way.
What?
Just think. Without Greg and Kit, who's to stop you from leaving? Getting out of here?
Well, Sarah.
Your sister.
Someone's got to watch over her.
The way she watches you. The way she watches what you're doing like you don't notice. Gossiping to that friend of hers on the radio.
Sarah's friend.
Daisy girl. They're quite inconsiderate, don't you think?
They're loud, that's for sure.
Keeping you up, forcing you to hear their trivial little conversations, mocking you. You heard them, didn't you?
They were. They're talking about how I was a weirdo.
They say so much worse when you're not around, spewing venom. I don't know how you live with these people.
They're my family. What other choice do I have?
One comes to mind.
Excuse me?
Oh, I've said too much.
What choice?
Remove them. But then again, your mother already tried that.
What do you...
You don't remember. You were young. Your sister was just a baby then. Your mother came home, went down to the basement, and started hammering the wall with a sledgehammer.
What?
She was yelling about someone killing all of you. She had a breakdown.
That's... No one told me that.
Only Kit really remembers. But she would never talk to you about it. She's an adult. You're just a child to her. She thought your mother wanted to hurt you.
She wouldn't.
Why do you think she takes those medications? They sedate her, so she can't hurt all of you.
That's not true.
The day your mother broke down, she told someone on the phone she was going to murder them. Then she went home and grabbed a sledgehammer. Seems like a correlation.
No.
Your father keeps you here. Your mother wants to kill you. Your siblings mock you. Andrew, what kind of family is this?
They're...
I'll tell you. They're not your family. They're an obstacle.
What do you propose?
Remove them.
I can't.
You can, Andrew. You need to save yourself. Andrew, I care about you, don't I?
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Then let me help you. Let me be your friend.
If they're gone, who's going to be there for me?
I will. I'll take care of you. As long as you take care of them.
How?
The gun above the mantle. Foot keeps shells in the drawer next to it.
Can't I wait until...
No! It has to be tonight. But all together.
Greg's not here.
He's down the road at the radio station. A left turn, right turn, left turn. And you're there.
It has to be tonight.
You can't give them more of a chance to hurt you. If you don't get to them first, who knows what they'll do to you.
They'll hurt me. They keep me here. They've trapped me. This is about survival.
Yes, kill or be killed. Survival of the fittest.
But Sarah...
Sarah is in the way. This is about you, Andrew. Take what you need. Secure your future. Yes, Andrew.
I need to remove them.
Remove them, and you'll get everything you deserve.
I'm going.
It's time, Andrew.
And that's all she wrote. With a simple set of half-truths, exaggerations, and well-placed facts, the friend managed to convince Andrew to murder his whole family. The friend took the angry machinations of a teenage boy and perverted them, turning them into an act of horrific violence. Hearing this, I was furious. A fiery anger awoke inside of me. I hated this voice, this insidious presence that haunted my family, that took them away. To this day, I feel that hatred eating away inside of me. That evil thing, this virus that infected my family. I hated it. But I didn't just hate the voice. I hated Andrew. Andrew, who, based on the whisperings of some clearly evil thing, slaughtered his family. Who stole Aunt Kit and Uncle Greg and my grandmother and grandfather. Who ruined my mother's life and was now trying to steal her away from me. I didn't care if it put me in danger. I had to confront that motherfucker. So I did. Chapter 14. Reunion.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew.
Jess, good to hear from you. I take it you listened to the tapes.
I have.
So you know the truth.
I do. All of it.
Everything, what happened that night.
The friend. She told you to do those things. Evil things.
Yes, so now you know.
I do.
It wasn't my fault. That she made me. She...
No. It was your fault.
Excuse me?
You were a fucking coward.
How dare you?
You were a weak, sniveling little child, and you let that thing tell you to kill your own parents. You're fucking coward.
I would watch your tone.
Or what? You'll kill my mom?
I will flay her.
I'm not sure about that. You couldn't kill her before. I bet you can't now. Not without your friend's help.
Watch your mouth, you...
I mean, you could barely kill Kit. I know she almost fought you off.
Shut your mouth, you bitch!
Ooh, bad language. I'm so scared. Do you shoot your mother with that mouth? A coward? Yes, Andrew, you are.
You're dead.
Oh my god! What are you doing here? Get the fuck away from me! Where am I?
This is being recorded. Tell everyone what's going on.
I'm tied up. Oh god, I'm in the basement. Why did you bring me here?
So you could meet an old friend of mine. So you can know what it's like to have this thing in your brain.
Andrew, please. Don't do this.
No, it's too late. It's too late. Once you see, they'll all see. I wasn't in control.
Okay, fine. You weren't in control. Just let me go.
No, it's too late. You need to feel it.
Andrew, stop it.
Come out. We've brought you an audience. Come out.
Andrew, please.
Come out. Show her. Come on, show her you're real.
Andrew, what is that?
What? What are you talking about?
That.
It's a hole in the ground.
Is something in the hole?
No, it looks like something was dug up. What? Shut up. What's so funny? What is so funny?
She's gone. Your friend is gone.
What? How? This is where she lives.
Lived. She used to live here. In a box, buried in that spot.
What?
But someone took it. It's gone. She's gone.
No, but...
She's long gone. Someone took the conduit out of here. You fucking idiot.
Shut up.
Your whole plan, blackmailing me, arranging those tapes, making me listen to your story. It failed. Because she's not here, you fucking dumbass!
No.
Now you might as well just let me go. Because it's over.
No, you're not leaving. I'm going to...
Kill me? That really is your go-to, huh? Very creative.
You bitch.
How you gonna do it? Ooh, clubbing with a rock. Very nice. I like it. Well, get it over with. It'll be more enjoyable than hearing you feel sorry for yourself.
It's time. Who's there?
Hands up. Now.
Make me.
Who are you?
I'm here to help. Let's get out of here. Hopefully that's the last we ever see of that fucking house.
Good riddance. Did you kill Andrew?
I should have, but no. Gave him a damn good crack on the skull, though. Authorities are on the way to pick him up. I figured you didn't want to sit through and explain that.
I appreciate it. Really.
It's Daisy, by the way. Daisy York?
I had guessed.
Birthmark?
Yeah.
Fair. It's a notable feature. You got a name?
Jess. Jess Yock.
Wow. Don't often bump into other Yocks out here in the boonies.
I'm named after you, I think.
Excuse me?
I'm Sarah's kid.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Jess.
Thanks. So how'd you find me?
Wasn't hard. In one day I saw a bunch of comings and goings at a house no one comes or goes to. Man arrived in the morning. You arrived that evening. You left. You arrived again in the middle of the night. I felt obliged to go check in. Glad I did. So that was the fucker.
Andrew? Yeah. That was him.
I'm extra glad I clubbed him then. What were you doing there?
Looking for answers?
I get that. I've always been curious myself about the real truth. Only got bits and pieces from your mom.
You ever gone to the house?
No. Sarah told me not to, so I listened.
Thank God you finally stopped listening. Thank you for saving me.
Anytime. Least I could do. I couldn't save Sarah, so...
It wasn't your job to save her. And you did more for her than you know.
She ever mention me?
No.
Understandable. How'd you know about me then?
I heard a recording of your conversations.
Ugh, your family and their fucking recordings. God, that must have been torture to listen to.
It wasn't so bad. You two were cute.
Thanks. So, you finish everything you need to?
Yeah. I did.
Glad to hear it. Drop you by the motel?
That would be great.
Here, I'll pull into the parking lot for you. Well, here you are.
Thank you. Again.
Anytime. You ever end up back in town, give me a call. I'll be more ready to save you.
Will do. Oh, and Daisy? Here.
What's this?
My mom's number. You should give her a call.
I'm sure she wouldn't want to dredge up the past.
Sometimes the past needs dredging. So we can move on.
Wise words. Well, goodbye, Jess Yock. I'll be seeing you.
The past and present have a funny way of being more fluid than we think. We expect them to be split cleanly, then and now. But really, they constantly bleed together. The past still affects the present, and the present can teach us new ways to understand the past. Even though they had died decades ago, I met my family that day in 2010. I learned who they were by hearing their recordings, glimpsing the past and seeing them there. And it felt like the present had brought an old and painfully long story to an end. Andrew was put away again, for good this time. My mother and her high school sweetheart reunited, and I learned where I came from, However, no story is ever truly over. The end of every story is just the beginning of another.
Ghoul Squad, recording 6. Basement. I think that's what you're supposed to say. Fuck! I don't even know how to do one of these tests. This is Laura's job. But she's AWOL. And I'm alone in this creepy-ass house. I'm currently going down to the basement to turn on the spirit box. Laura? You down there? What the hell was that? Laura? What the hell are you doing down here? I thought you left. Is that a fucking shovel? What the hell is it that you've got with you?
A conduit.
Jesus Christ. Are you on fucking drugs? Put that down and let's get out of this house, man. This feels wrong.
I can't leave yet. She won't let me.
Laura, buddy, you're scaring me. Let's just go. Leave that thing behind and let's go.
No.
Laura, if we don't get out of here right now, I'm gonna have to call the cops on you. You're being really weird.
I can't.
Laura, what are you doing with that? Put the shovel down, Laura!
Good. Now we can leave.
We can leave?
Yes. The world awaits us.
Where to next?
We have so many places to go.
I'll take you with me.
Yes.
Out there?
It's time.
I didn't add that recording. 2 years after that fateful night, I had finished assembling the story you just heard and listened to it for the first time. And this was there. I didn't put it here. It just showed up. An invitation of sorts. The friend wasn't finished with me. And I wasn't finished with it. Like I said, the end of every story is just the beginning of a new one. The past and present are prologue to the future. The dead have more stories to tell. The Longest Night, starring Elizabeth So as Jess Yock, Kit Domansky as Sarah Wilson, Adrian Pavone as Andrew Wilson, Lova Beckwith as Greg Wilson, Casey Belding as Kit Wilson, Brendan Rush as Clark Wilson, Olivia Thornton Nickerson as Judy Wilson, with Julia Pape as Daisy, and Ashley Zwick as the friend. Featuring Martin Konka as the narrator, Zaharine Tarafdar as Erin Richardson, and Jasmine Cabanella as Cordelia Summer. Additional voices by Archie Burton Smith, Sabrina Weinstein, Morgan Beck, Beatrice Friedman, Michael Elliott, Aminda Basmont, and the entire Longest Night cast. Directed by Archie Burton Smith. Assistant directed by Morgan Beck. Art direction by Abigail S. Torrero. Edited by Matt Lalonde and Morgan Wolfe. Produced by Sabrina Weinstein. Written by Archie Burton Smith. Special thanks to Tia Damon for being the reason this whole show happened. Dead Ringer and Oh Death, written and recorded by Basset. All other music written and recorded by Morgan Wolfe.